While plenty of wealthy celebrities live in extravagant homes, today we're going to be taking a look at the 15 very best celebrity homes in the world. Let's begin. Number 15. Petra Eccleston. She may not be a household name, but British heiress, model, fashion designer, and socialite Petra Eccleston is one of the richest people alive today, with a net worth of about $400 million. Her father is Formula One mogul Bernie Ecclestone, and her mother is supermodel Slavica Ecclestone, which explains all the money. But with that kind of cash comes a pretty extravagant home, too. Ecclestone purchased her amazing $150 million mansion located in Los Angeles, which reportedly is one of the most expensive houses in the United States. Her 56,000 square foot residence is bigger than the White House, close to Rodeo Drive, has 14 bedrooms but more than 100 rooms in total, 27 bathrooms and enough space to park over 100 cars. It makes one of the most insane celebrity homes on Earth without a doubt. A home like this certainly begs the question, is it worth it? And the short answer is probably yes. Especially because her home, simply known as The Manor, isn't just the largest home in LA, but it's the former residence of Candy and Aaron Spelling, who were California royalty in their own right. Number 14. Tiger Woods. Golf legend Tiger Woods has two homes, both of which are in Florida, but his Jupiter Island home is definitely the better of the two. Purchased for $40 million with his ex-wife, Woods was forced to live here all by his lonesome after the couple split. The original 9,000 square foot Florida mansion was torn down to make way for an even larger house. The end result is a massive $54 million mega mansion that's approximately 9,700 square feet now and includes 4 additional neighboring buildings. There's a golf studio, of course, a guest house, a garage, a boathouse with 2 private docks that accommodate Woods' 155-foot, $20 million yacht. All of this sits on the 12-acre property along the Atlantic Ocean. The main house features a 6,400 square foot building that acts as a multimedia room, a home theater, and a fully decked out gym, an oxygen therapy room, and an elevator in there too. There's also a 3,300 square foot living area, which features a basement recreation room, a wine cellar, 3 bedroom suites in addition to Wood's master bedroom, and an elegant glass-covered walkway that connects the two structures. As for outdoor activities, the property includes a tennis court/basketball court combo, a huge 100-foot swimming pool, a backyard practice facility, and a spa. The only real catch here is that this home can sink at any minute, perhaps turning it into the world's largest hole-in-one. Number 13. Oprah Winfrey. Media mogul and revered talk show host Oprah Winfrey purchased her Tuscan-style home in Montecito, California in 2021 from New York hedge fund manager Fred Schuman for a lofty $10.5 million. The home was built in 1998 and renovated by the Schumans of Wall Street a decade later. The U-shaped villa has just 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, and a powder room. It includes a detached guest house and standalone gym surrounded by an acre of mature oak trees behind a long private driveway. Maybe that's where Stedman stays, but Winfrey's 2-story home has gorgeous grassy lawns, well-kept gardens, and a motor court that can accommodate a whopping 15 cars. A decades-old listing mentions the home's panoramic ocean and mountain views, which no billionaire's home can do without. Forbes has mentioned that Winfrey's wealth sits at about $2.5 billion, so spending less than $11 million for this is just a drop in the bucket. But funnily enough, Winfrey was able to make her money back and then some after she flipped the home and sold it to Jennifer Aniston in September of 2022 for $15 million. But Oprah owns numerous homes, including a $30 million compound she bought in 2012 from Diandra Luker, the ex-wife of actor Michael Douglas, next door to Aniston's new home, so she can still come over for a playdate anytime. Number 12. Heidi Klum and Seal. In 2010, supermodel Heidi Klum and her husband Seal were given a kiss from a rose when they purchased a $13.4 million home that, believe it or not, came with Napoleon's very own fireplace. The home looks more like the palace of kings and queens than it does a regular person's home, but then again, maybe the uber-rich couple isn't so regular after all. Their property is located in sunny and star-studded Los Angeles, has an acreage of about 12,300 square feet, and was built in the Mediterranean style. Plus, it's located in the suburbs of Brentwood, where other celebrities like Gisele Bündchen, Jennifer Garner, and Reese Witherspoon also purchased homes. And just imagine what that summer block party is like. This expensive estate includes its own library, swimming pools, and gourmet kitchen, although the supermodel admitted not to being a very good cook. But that's probably where the on-site staff come in. But this famous couple gets to be served in the formal dining room that's from Paris's famed Pierre Hotel, which the former owner purchased whole at auction and had shipped stateside. The library fireplace is said to be from Napoleon's farmhouse in France as well. This house is full of history, and if those walls could talk, they probably would share some wild tales. Number 11. Will and Jada Pinkett Smith's Hawaiian home. When you've spent much of your career saving the earth by kicking alien butt, you can afford plenty of homes. But Will and Jada Pinkett Smith's home in Hawaii takes living in style to a whole new level. This estate is located in Kilauea, a small town on the north shore of Kauai, and it spans 7 acres and consists of a 3-bedroom main house and a 2-bedroom guest house, a 1-bedroom carriage house, and a multi-purpose studio. The 2-story main house has wood-burning fireplaces and extra-high ceilings and doorways, custom designed for the home's former owner, former NBA star Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The 7'2" Hall of Famer had the main house built in 1986 and then sold it to Will and Jada back in 2015. All of the living spaces are treated to sweeping ocean views, and there are oversized glass doors, windows, and vaulted ceilings galore. The compound also has a special outdoor pool and spa, a tennis court, and fruit trees. And the property's private ocean access trail leads down to a section of Secret Beach, considered one of the island's best secluded beaches and a great place to get away from the red table. Number 10. Matt Damon. Boston native Matt Damon may come off as one of the more down-to-earth members of Hollywood, but that doesn't mean he can't have a taste for the finer things in life. That's where his Pacific Palisades mansion comes in. Damon purchased the home back in 2012 for $15 million. The home, or mansion, offers 13,500 square feet of space, along with 7 bedrooms and 10 bathrooms, plus a private gated entry. The home's focus is the center atrium, soaring to 35 feet with mahogany ceilings and light pouring through windows branching out to the open-plan living. California-style formal rooms open seamlessly via movable glass walls, allowing for vanishing thresholds between living and landscape. The house contains a chef's kitchen in mahogany with bluestone countertops. The master suite has its own private terrace, dual dressing rooms, massage room, and bath. Also included is a game room, bar office, staff quarters, wine storage, and tasting room, plus a media room. Outside is the pool, spa, children's play area, a waterfall, koi pond, and Hawaii-style covered lanai for dining and lounging among tropical plants. The Pacific Palisades is turned into somewhat of a 21st century Hollywood, as it has become home to a huge population of the film industry, sports stars, and music stars over the years. Matt Damon's neighbors include Dan Aykroyd, Chevy Chase, Billy Crystal, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, John Goodman, Steven Spielberg, Kate Hudson, and Diane Keaton. But his favorite neighbor? Ben Affleck, who bought a home just down the street around the same time, further solidifying one of the greatest friendships in show business. Number 9. 50 Cent. Party like it's your birthday at 50 Cent's Connecticut mansion. Curtis 50 Cent Jackson managed to get rich without dying and moved from his home in Queens, New York to a mansion just outside the city in Connecticut. And if you ever watched Cribs in the early 2000s, he gave viewers a brief tour in one episode. He bought the place from Mike Tyson for just $41 million back in 2003, which at the time was the most expensive house sold in the Farmington area of Connecticut, taking up a whopping 50,000 square feet of space. The Connecticut mansion boasts 9 bedrooms and 25 bathrooms, plus an indoor pool. But on top of that, the property boasts a nightclub space, an indoor basketball court, multiple game rooms, a green screen room, a recording studio, a full gym, a conference room, and a home theater. But then there's the outdoor space. Sitting on 17 acres, the grounds of the mansion include a pool, grotto pond, basketball court, guest houses, and gardens. But oddly enough, 50 Cent had been trying to sell the mansion rather unsuccessfully for 12 years and was even willing to rent it out for $100,000 a month until someone was willing to take it off his hands in 2019 for about half of what the rapper originally paid for it. But in a gesture of goodwill, 50 Cent gave the proceeds to his G-Unity Foundation. Number 8. The Razor House. New York natives Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats spent over $20 million for their La Jolla, California mansion, the Razor. The Razor is an interesting and artistic mashup of glass and concrete overlooking the ocean designed by architect Wallace E. Cunningham to match the unique landscape surrounding it. The jagged, sweeping home here sometimes resembles a monument more than a mansion. Keys and Beats can enjoy all 11,500 square feet of space across 3 stories, and with a design palette of white concrete, stainless steel, stone, walnut, and glass. Rooftop terraces sit above, and a subterranean garage lies below. It's a pretty stellar place, with some of the highlights being the 2-story great room, a rounded living room, a billiards room, a tiered movie theater, and 2 kitchens. A curved floating staircase ascends to a lofted lounge. The upper level also holds one of the 2 master suites, complete with a curved wall of glass and a freestanding tub. In total, the home boasts 4 bedrooms, and 2 others are found in the 1,300 square foot detached guest house. Spanning 3/4 of an acre, the estate wraps around an eye-catching courtyard lined with concrete monoliths. Past that, a lawn with a fire pit adjoins an infinity-edge swimming pool, completing the scenic space. And it is pretty safe to say that anyone lucky enough to attend a party here is gonna hear some pretty great music. Number 7. Naomi Campbell. Perhaps one of the most well-known and all-around successful supermodels of all time, Naomi Campbell was a revolutionary and a trailblazer ever since she hit the catwalk for names like Giovanni Versace and Isaac Mizrahi in the late 1980s. Nowadays, she likes to kick off her heels and put her feet up in her stunning Kenyan estate. Located in the tranquil seaside town of Malindi, Kenya, her villa overlooks the Indian Ocean, perfectly marrying indoor and outdoor living. For more than 20 years, the villa has served as her chosen haven from the breakneck pace of her native London and adopted New York City. Soaking up all the area's natural light and brimming with warm earth tones, the wide-open expanse is an ode to laid-back opulence. The saltwater pool extends outdoors from the center of her living room, and it's ideal for a quick morning dip or a great place to beat the heat as she sips her morning brew. When the mega model is in the mood to entertain, twin voile curtain pergolas serve as the perfect space for family-style dinners. The vaulted cathedral ceilings and thatched roof made from the sun-dried leaves of the coconut palm most likely make Campbell and her guests feel like epic royals. The villa also boasts incredible intricate woodwork, all of which is done by local Malindi artisans and sculptors. But Armando Tanzini, an award-winning artist, designed the new hand-carved wooden doors depicting 2 men dancing in traditional ceremonial dress, which are now decades old and no doubt make for great conversation pieces. Tucked around the houses are more works by Tanzini, including several large-scale maps of Africa, which make the villa feel more like a museum or a gallery than it does a part-time residence. Number 6. Drake. When you become as famous as quickly as Drake, you tend to go hard when it comes to spending. Sitting on Canada's billionaires' row of Bridle Path, the Champagne Poppy began building his dream home back in 2016 when he bought a 2-acre plot of land in Toronto. He quickly revealed the plans for a palace-like mansion he would call home and kept his loyal fans updated on Instagram the whole way. After the massive 35,000 square foot mansion was finally finished, Drake didn't shy away from inviting his fans on a tour of the opulent home, albeit through Instagram. In fact, not even the neighbors can get much of a glimpse of the property, as he had 15-foot walls built on the perimeter, which are double the maximum height allowed for the area, but of course, he got the city to make an exception. But how did he get them to bend the laws for him, you may ask? Well, all he did was ask. Drake's home holds an insane mega kitchen, which boasts an opulent marble island and rows of navy blue chairs for his guests to casually dine at, as long as they don't spill anything. In tune with the maximalist decor that many rappers tend to gravitate towards, huge chandeliers adorn the ceilings throughout the home, including over the suspended cantilevered marble staircase. Drake paid less than $7 million for the land, but he's since increased the property value by well over $100 million. Number 5. Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis. Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis have a combined net worth upwards of $400 million, which they put to good use in 2020 while the world was on lockdown to build a farmhouse in Los Angeles, California. They named the place Cuckoo Farm after the 2 of them and made one of the most eco-friendly celebrity homes on the planet. The home sits on a 6-acre property that includes the main house, a guest house, a barbecue pavilion, and an entertainment barn, plus a cornfield and a well to irrigate the property. The house is also entirely powered by solar energy. Even though most of the property has a rustic look with reclaimed wood and concrete, there's still space for some opulence. The entertainment barn has a 10-foot-long crystal chandelier, and their bathroom features 2 silver throne chairs, which Kutcher said he commissioned on a trip to India. The couple managed to marry supreme opulence with down-home country living with their cuckoo farm. Apparently, for the two of them, they love interior design and built separate mood boards before designing their LA farm. And they also commissioned Vicki Charles of Charles & Company, who brought a twist of elegant industrial to complete the project in perfect harmony. She also made sure that she used some of the actors' precious finds from around the world in the home's decor. The actors were involved every step of the way in mining out this raw beauty of a tranquil abode that hopefully helps them forget about all of the famous LA smog. Number 4. Pierce Brosnan's Orchard House. For many, Pierce Brosnan is their generation's James Bond, and they'll be happy to know that the Irish actor's longtime Orchard House in Malibu is one of the coolest homes around. The Thai-inspired billionaire bolt hole was built in 2010 after Brosnan purchased 2 lots of land in 2000 for less than $10 million. Hidden between twin carved teak entry gates, Brosnan's Orchard House sits under a green clay-tiled roof, and it's still on the market today for a stunning $100 million. With 13,000 square feet of space between the main home and the pool house, the main house has been built in a U-shape and has a light-filled open floor plan. The living and dining area features wide plank teak floorboards, scissor truss ceilings, and floor-to-ceiling windows, with the multi-purpose space spilling out into the exotic grounds. With 5 bedrooms and 14 bathrooms, the home was the ideal place for the former Bond actor to entertain friends and family. In the main house, the master bedroom sits on the upper floor and boasts 2 fireplaces, 2 bathrooms, and 2 dressing rooms. Full of world-class amenities, the property also has a screening room, a gym, and a Japanese-style or onsen. But in addition to the main house, the grounds also hold a 2-story pool house complete with a bar and sitting area. The perfect spot for some serene relaxation. The saltwater pool is surrounded by landscape grounds and the path leading directly to the property's private beach, of course. Number 3. Ellen DeGeneres. Many people may not know that when she's not dancing between interviews on her talk show, Ellen DeGeneres is a pretty serious home flipper and profit turner. Simply known as the Villa, DeGeneres and her wife Portia de Rossi bought the home in 2013 for a whopping $26.5 million. The home was originally designed by architect Wallace Frost as a residence for himself after returning from living in Italy in the 1930s. Many years later, acclaimed interior designer John Saldino undertook an extensive 5-year restoration of the property for his personal use. Featuring classical, old-world details reminiscent of 17th century Italian villas like a barrel-tiled roof, terracotta surfaces, and wide plank hardwood floors. This 10,500 square foot home includes 6 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, 9 fireplaces, multiple libraries, and a guest annex. Not to mention expansive views of the Pacific Ocean, harbor, and mountains. But when Ellen and Portia bought the place, they felt like they needed a little more space. After they bought it, they acquired 2 adjacent properties to expand the estate to 16.8 acres. They made modernizing renovations and built an indoor-outdoor entertaining pavilion known as Jordan Hall, which features an infinity swimming pool, a sunken tennis court, and a Japanese soaking tub. Plus, the grounds are adorned with mature olive and eucalyptus trees, and additionally decorated with fountains, statues, and sculptures, making the Montecito retreat one of a kind. And speaking of Montecito, the area is also home to fellow celebrities Oprah, Jennifer Aniston, and Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Number 2. Jay-Z and Beyoncé. Jay-Z and Beyoncé are the proud owners of a $90 million mansion in Bel Air, California, one of the wealthiest neighborhoods in the United States. The most expensive home sale in Los Angeles at the time of the purchase, the home spans 1.8 acres and includes 8 bedrooms, 11 bathrooms, a 15-car garage, a spa, staff quarters, a home cinema, 4 pools, and a basketball court. Altogether, there are 6 structures on the property with a combined 30,000 square feet of living space. The estate is a smart home that includes all the latest technological features to ensure safety and convenience, and all it takes is the touch of a button to open the glass walls. And of course, everything sits behind massive iron gates. Number 1. Bill Gates' Xanadu 2.0. Designed by the top mind at Microsoft, Xanadu 2.0 is Bill Gates' mansion that overlooks Lake Washington in Medina, Washington. The 66,000 square foot mansion, with an estimated value of $124 million, took 7 years to build. So what can you expect from this mogul's Xanadu 2.0? Well, it's said to include 7 bedrooms, 19 bathrooms, a spa, a 60-foot pool, a gym paneled with stone from a mountain peak in the Pacific Northwest of the United States, a trampoline room, plus a stream for salmon, trout, and other fish. The place is clearly a billionaire's paradise. Gates came up with the house's name from the film Citizen Kane, where the main character, a business tycoon, names his lavish property Xanadu. And while not much else is known about the lush and lavish Xanadu 2.0, we do know that when Gates purchased the lot back in 1988, it only cost him